It's the Wendy Williams Show. Now, here's Wendy.
Away we go. Thank you for watching. And please greet my co-host, my studio audience. Ooh, boy. Okay, I think I'll let you know in an hour. Let's get started. It's time for Hot Topics. Come on. So, George Clooney is lucky to be alive. Do you hear about this story? He's 57 years old. And he's got his wife, Amal, and they got the twins. So here he goes in Sardinia. You know, he already has a place in Lake Como. We know about that place in Italy. He's in Sardinia filming a movie or something like that. This had nothing to do with the movie. He's on his way to the set. Now, don't they send you a car service? Like, why are you risking your life? So he's on a scooter. Yeah, a scooter, honey. In Sardinia. Crashed head to head with a Mercedes station wagon. Driven by a 65-year-old man who's a plumber. The man says, George was, first of all, George was going 60 miles an hour. He flew 20 feet in the air. He landed on the windshield of the other car and then spilled out into the street. So he was rushed by ambulance to the nearby hospital. The man had no idea, you know, George Clooney, whatever. George was actually with security who had their own scooters. So now you have a scooter brigade going on. Like, just take a damn car service. Like, what are you doing? What are you doing? There are many dangerous things that I would like to do, but at this particular point in life, I turn 54 next week, I realize things... It ain't happening, honey. You know, I don't jog. I walk fast, but I don't jog. You know, my knees are still good. Once you get the knee, it never heals up right. Especially after 50 or 40, you know what I mean? You know, I don't do much with the back, most of the time. You know what I'm saying, though? So he's 57, reportedly he went to the hospital, they released him shortly thereafter. He suffered trauma to his pelvis, his leg, and his arms. What does that mean? No more bounce, wow, wow? What is that? Pelvis, leg, and arm. And he goes home like a superhero who's acting like he's 22 and is gonna heal so well. No, baby, it ain't happening. Had him Percocet. You know, they probably have him hopped up on all kinds of painkillers and whatnot. I'm just saying, you all. You know, if you're lucky, like your career relies on your looks, darling. Let's just cut to the chase. It doesn't rely on your brains. It doesn't rely on whether you're married to a mall, but you do have a mall and you have 2 children to think about. You know, but your career relies on your beautiful looks. And here you are, driving around on a scooter in Sardinia. If I were a mall, I would just up the insurance policy, that's all. I mean, what else can you do? You know, what else can you do? You can tell him, I don't want you riding any more of these motorcycles or motor scooters or anything like that. I don't want you doing anything dangerous. But you know what? These Hollywood hotshots, they only spend like 6 minutes a year together anyway. You know what I mean? They're always traveling around doing movies and stuff. She's in LA, he's over, you know, in Italy or whatever. So he can sneak and ride a motorcycle. I burnt the hell out of my calf on a moped back in the 70s. You remember mopeds, right? My friend Joel had a moped and they lived in Lock Harbor. Shout out to everybody in New Jersey, you know what I'm talking about. And they lived like 4 houses from the beach, so it was always a Shangri-La going over there, you know? So you're not wearing like, I'm not even wearing the leather pants or anything like that. You know, I'm just on the moped, just turning it out, having fun. Parents are all friends, hot fun in the summertime. Come on, vroom. And a big old burn like this, it took at least 20 years for it to heal properly. Look, George, stay off the motorcycles. You've got a lot to live for. I am so pissed that I missed, apparently, the new worst show ever. Nobody told me. Did you see Lisa Ray McCoy get engaged on TV? Yes! Okay, well, no, only clap if you did. See? We knew nothing. This is very, very poor programming. That show. Lisa Ray McCoy, she's 50 years old. She's known as Diamond from the Players Club. Yeah. I guess this is before she started wearing all white. I don't know. Anyway, she was once married to the Prime Minister of the Turks and the Caicos. Until until he thought she was away, and allegedly invited Roxy Diaz, remember her? From BET? Flew Roxy in. Lisa Ray comes back from her trip early, thinking she's a, hey baby. She opens the bedroom door.
Right. This is according to the streets all these years.
And they flew Roxy right off the island.
Right. The first lady's back.
I just, you know, 50 years old, Diamond from the Players Club. I mean, you've done things. Why didn't we know that on Monday night you were gonna get married on this new show called The Proposal? It's like the worst, best show ever. Apparently it airs after The Bachelorette. But many of us were involved with the Supreme Court decision, and then we watched The Bachelorette while arguing on the phone with our friends about the decision or not, you know what I mean? Or moisturizing and preparing for bed. So I had no idea this proposal show came on right after. Right after. So here's the premise. In each episode, a man or a woman whose identity is kept a secret until the show ends. They have a choice of 10 people and they must marry in 44 minutes. Well, no, you know, Suzanne. A 1-hour show that's 44 minutes of programming.
Yep.
I can get a Domino's pizza faster than that.
Yes.
This is Lisa Ray McCoy, you all. This is not a random. So the show apparently has had a few episodes, you know, leading up to the warm-up of Lisa Ray being there. And they bill it as, oh, it's, you know, it's a Hollywood superstar, and she wants to make the choice. So by the end of the hour, Lisa Ray was engaged. Engaged. Take a look and then we'll discuss.
My final decision, who I will accept the proposal from, is Anthony.
So Anthony's from Chicago, and he's a sales rep. And she's also from Chicago. Is she not wearing all white anymore? What happened? That was her signature. Anyway, look. Then they get engaged, okay, on the show. And then they watch the show back because the show is taped. So when they were watching on Monday, like you two were watching, there's a camera at their house showing that he proposed to her again. Show that again. They're jumping around in the house, in the living room, look. Oh my gosh, what does it come to? How do you know who you want to be engaged to after 44 minutes? I want to give her the benefit of the doubt, but I can't. You know, and I guess there comes a time in every woman's life where ball players and, you know, like you've surpassed that time, you know, so I guess the pickings are not slim, but maybe not what you're used to. You know, a 25-year-old, you know, high booty linebacker or something. That ain't happening. Not for real love, not at this point. She's 50. Well, I'm sure she got paid a lot of money to do this show. So this is how they play with us. You say this is the joke. He probably hasn't even tapped it. You know, she's like, are the cameras off? I'm going in the other room. I wonder if they'll actually get married. Probably for the right amount of money. See, people play with that M word. You all play too much. Well, Lisa Ray McCoy, it's nice to see you again. Unfortunately, the circumstances are quite trifling. But we'll be watching. Okay. Her daughter is 29. Do you understand? Yes. Like, moms, what you doing? But she said in her one-on-one with camera, she said, you know, she's gone on all the different dating sites and tried to date and meet men. This is Diamond, everybody. So if you don't have a man or a woman, not judging, but if you don't have somebody, don't feel bad. Diamond was online looking for men. She was reduced to going on the proposal, getting engaged in 44 minutes. Oh. All right, so it's Selena Gomez, right? Well, you know what? Obviously, she's going through something, you know, Justin Timberlake, or Bieber. Justin Bieber, you know, vacillated between she and Hailey Baldwin for so many years. You know, it was Selena, then it was Hailey. And he also helped her out a lot. You know, she's not well. She's got lupus and she's got issues going on. And he was by her side for a lot of time. There in the hospital with her, like, we saw the pictures and everything like that. You know, I think they really loved each other. But then when they weren't on, then he would go to Hailey. And I think they might have loved each other too. Well, now he's engaged to Hailey. You guys are killing me with your Anyway, so he's engaged to Hailey, and the obvious thing every time you see Selena Gomez is going to be, what do you think about, you know, Justin being engaged? So she was out and about with a friend, and here's what she had to say.
Selena, any comment on Justin Bieber's engagement? Any congratulations for him?
You know, this will probably be her life for the next few years, only because it's become Jennifer Aniston's life for the past 25 years. You know, the whole Brad thing. It's very sad. You know, her t-shirt said something fly, though. What does it say? Squint? Oh. Only the strong survive. Yeah. You know, And people are gonna ask her, it's only natural for you to ask about her love life, which of course will now be infused with Justin, who, by the way, will not end up marrying Haley Baldwin. And if they do get married, they won't be married for more than a year. I mean, I feel like, you know, he's searching for himself and he feels like marriage might be the one thing to save him. Haley looks very disinterested. Well, this is what Selena should do, in my opinion. Make up maybe 5 uniform responses. You know, so how's Justin? No comment. How's Justin? Who? What do you feel about Justin and Haley? They just had twins. Huh? Huh? Something, and then move along. It's not so torturous. I hate when like publicists block stars from answering questions because the answer that the star gives could be so quick and concise. But if you block it, it means you're scared of it because you don't have the guts to face it. You know? Answer it. In conclusion, good for you, Selena, and your hair looks great, by the way. And and Justin Bieber, okay, so he has this tattoo of Selena on his left wrist, right above, yep, there it is. Well, that's supposed to be her. Yes, well, he's let everybody know, all of his fans have known for years that that's her. And if I were Haley Baldwin, because we're now engaged, we're not dating, I'd be like, we're not walking down any aisle until you get that removed right away. I am so turned off at this particular time. Will he get it removed? Well, that's why they'll be divorced within a year. So Serena, yeah, Mona's coming. Mona's here. Mona's here. She's a good time, you know what I mean? She's like, she is a friend in my head. You know, I always tell you guys, a friend in your head is somebody that you don't really know, but if you got to know them, that you'd be like thick as thieves. She's a friend in my head. Not Serena, Mona. Mona Scott Young, she's here, and that's what I'm saying. Oh. And she's like not one of those broke friends, like you could shop at Gucci with her and, you know, she's matching you dollar for dollar or throwing her credit card up and we're fighting over who's gonna pay for lunch. Plus she's real pretty, she's 52, she lives in Jersey. She's got kids and a husband. Yeah, and she's smart. She's smart and she's on it. Problem is I don't have time for new friends. But if I did, she would definitely be number one. Yeah. I like her. You know? That's why I like doing this show. I could be your friend for 10 minutes. You know, come out on the couch, watch, we'll giggle like schoolgirls, and then she'll go off, poof. And then I'll go back home. Anyway, so back to Serena Williams. So she won a big match yesterday at Wimbledon. Good for you. Good for you. And her ex-boyfriend, Drake, was in the audience cheering her on. Well, I don't know. What do you think about this? I'm like, Drake, man, leave the stadium. I am married. I've got a kid. I've moved on with my life. Like, why are you sweating me? But this is his moment, though. Drake is, you know, like, this is another Drake moment. He's had so many in his career, but he's having a moment right now, and I guess he feels like feeding the beast, showing up where all the popular people show up, you know? So Wimbledon, what better place to, you know, some people can't get enough about being talked about. You know what I mean? I think Drake is one of those people. You know, like he requires more mirror time than you. Always looking at himself. combing that beard. Asking you if these jeans make my booty look fat. Ugh. Anyway, for you, Serena, good luck, and she plays the semifinals tomorrow. You know what, Drake? And focus on your new baby and that situation. How about that? Leave Serena alone. So Kristen Bell, you know, she's the actress. And she wears, well, look how she goes to the pool. It's our hot shot of the day. Hit it. Kristen Bell. You've got on a hat, glasses, shoulder pads, and gloves. Why not just stay home? I mean, I understand people burn easily. You know, I love sitting in the sun. I use sunblock like 150 for me. Yes, yeah, After I turned 45, because my parents, they're at the Belmar Beach right now as we speak. Yeah, this is a beach day. My parents, they chase the sun, they tan every single day. Every single day. From Florida, and then they come up here for the summer. And they need that sun. Not me. Causes tag moles and all that other kind of stuff. And but this is extreme. Kristen Bell. Why do you wear those gloves? Oh, she probably doesn't want pruned hands. Ah. All right, everybody, let's go. We got more great show for you. Love and hip hop creator, friend in my head, Mona Scott is here, but up next it's time for Celebrity Shout Out.